Hi folks, today we're going to practice writing quadratic functions in standard form. So a quadratic function in standard form would look something like this. F of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So we're going from biggest exponent to smallest exponent. Now the way that we're going to do that is a thing called FOIL, and every letter stands for something. F stands for firsts, O is outsides, I is insides, L is lasts. All that is a means to tell us which order to multiply in. It doesn't necessarily have to be in that order, but it does help. A lot of algebra teachers use it. So when we're going to FOIL, we're going to focus on doing our firsts, outsides, insides, and lasts. So multiplying here, we're going to ignore the 2 for now, and we're just going to FOIL the stuff that's inside the parentheses. So first times first, x times x would be x squared. Outsides, x times 5 would be plus 5x. Insides, 2 times x would be plus 2x. And last times last, 2 times 5 would be 10. So now we can go ahead and simplify our like terms inside those parentheses. So f of x would equal 2 times x squared plus 5x plus 2x is 7x plus 10. Now keep in mind, notice that the x's and the x squareds are separated. They are just as different as x and y would be. So we keep them separated. Now we can go ahead and distribute through the 2. So f of x will equal 2x squared plus 14x plus 20. And there is our answer. There is the quadratic equation in standard form. Next, we're going to move over to g of x equals 4 times x minus 3 squared plus 5. So notice it's slightly different here with the x minus 3 squared, but what that really means is g of x equals 4 times x minus 3 times x minus 3, and then you still have that plus 5 tagging along. So we can still FOIL with these two parts right here. So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to ignore the 4 for a minute, and we're just going to FOIL. First times first, x times x is x squared. Make sure we pay attention to the sign. Minus 3x, minus 3x, and then negative 3 times negative 3 would be plus 9, and we still have that plus 5 tagging along. Now we can go ahead inside the parentheses, combine those like terms here. So g of x would equal 4 times x squared minus 6x plus 9, and we still have that plus 5 tagging along. Now we can go ahead and distribute through. So g of x equals 4 times x squared is 4x squared minus 24x, make sure we're paying attention to signs, plus 36. We still have plus 5. Now we can finish it up, combine that other set of like terms here. So we'd have g of x equals 4x squared minus 24x plus 41. And there we have our answer in standard form. Here we're asked to find the minimum or maximum of each quadratic function. Now if we take a look here, basically this is a. This is telling us if the graph is going to open up or down. So since a is positive, we know that the graph is going to open up. Since the graph opens up, we will have a minimum value right here somewhere, wherever the y-coordinate of the parabola is. Same type of thing will happen over here. This a is positive, which means the parabola will open up, which means we will have a minimum value once again, and that will be right here, the y-coordinate of the vertex. So we already went through the work of getting these equations into standard form. So we have f of x is equal to 2x squared plus 14x plus 20. So now, if we want to find where the vertex is, we first need to find the x-coordinate. And if you remember, negative b over 2a. So we can plug those values in. So we have negative 14 over 2 times a. So the x-coordinate of our vertex will wind up being negative 7 over 2, or negative 3.5. So now we plug that back into the equation so we can figure out where the y-coordinate is, because if you remember, f of x is the same as y. So we are finding f of negative 3.5, so we just plug in, equals 2 times negative 3.5 squared plus 14 times negative 3.5 plus 20. So f of negative 3.5, or basically our y value, will wind up being negative 4.5. So that is our minimum value. And you can do the same thing over here. With this one, you know what g of x is equal to, so find the x-coordinate of the vertex, plug it back in to find the y-coordinate, and in this case, if you go through the work, you will have the x-coordinate would be 3, so g of 3 would equal 5. That'll do it for today. Here's your assignment, page 249, numbers 24 to 41 odd, so I guess we'll make that 25 through 41 odd, and 57 to 64 all. Good luck. We'll see you in class.